Last time on Mere Moments.
I'd just like to say that I really appreciate haircuts, doing a lot more work than usual. That's why I haven't been making as much videos as I expect. But I will continue.
Hello, so it's currently the start of week 3 for my school, still in winter quarter. So today is January 17, 2021. It's gonna be tough. I even have work on my belt too. There's gonna be a lot of different changes, a lot of things I have to change in myself, but I'm gonna have to just keep going, and yeah, I'll just see what happens. So my condition, I have what you call Asperger syndrome, or you can call it Asperger's maybe. But anyways, that's the syndrome I got. Yeah, it's a weird name, syndrome. But what I find myself doing a lot, it's very hard to talk. It's very hard to phrase, hard to talk to people. But I hope everything made sense. If not, then it's alright. My vlogs, they're vlogs, but I don't think I did it correctly. I don't know. But anyways, that's sort of what I have. I have a lot of different things I have in my mind. It's hard for people to pick up things, where it's easy for me to pick up things, and the other way around. For others, it's easier for them to pick up things, and for me, it's very hard. Like, how are you gonna do this? That's why, for many people, they think Asperger syndrome is wrong planet syndrome. Or like, well, some people say that. Some people say that Asperger syndrome is, well, not some people, well, it's another way of saying, it's a term that equates to Asperger's, and even when it comes to, yeah, whatever, not just talking to people, also when it comes to thinking, responding, just trying to get that information out. Behavior is a way of language in and of itself, and it's tough. I don't have the rules, but I have a lot of experience. I get to be with people through means of online. It's not that bad. It's just, it is very different for me trying to lead, trying to do social stuff. I am social, but just by the way I do things, it's kind of tough. That makes me a bit more, maybe a bit more toning things down. I don't really want to talk. I don't really know what to do, because if I do something, it will make no sense. It'll be inappropriate. Sometimes I laugh when I'm not supposed to laugh. Sometimes I don't laugh when I'm supposed to laugh. Stuff like that. And of course, I know others, they deal with this every time. They do stuff like this. They do vlogs like this every time. And yeah, that's great. They have ways to express themselves. They have ways to really find time to, to create, to know who they are, where they are in this world. My brother Axel, he's in a case where almost everything is a challenge. For him, it's hard to really talk. Axel. Even just talking, whether to himself, to others, it's very difficult for him. My brother is in the larger set of those with autism, where it's a rewiring of the brain, more for with like neurodevelopment. So the brain's a bit different in structure. I've heard there's a lot of synaptic connections, so there's a lot of stuff going on, which can either mean two things.
Hi, Axel.
He has so much going on, or he has so little going on, and that makes him react to a lot of things. He's pretty reactive. Like he does a lot of stimming, does a lot of what do you call? Yeah, he does whatever he can to just balance it out, or to just to combat that. How are you supposed to cope with everything that's going around, everything that is in his face? What's gonna happen? How is he gonna deal with the situation? That's what he does. But he also does great, nicely when it comes to talking on his when it comes to talking. He's good at talking through, telegraph speech. So it's like, Andrew, please open the door. Open door. It's sort of like that, and I appreciate that. It's amazing. But when it comes to sentences like that, it's hard. Or like when it comes to sentences like follow-up questions, or other freeform speech, it's pretty tough. There's a lot of thinking, and sometimes it's very hard. It's very hard to like get a conversation. It's the same thing for me. How do you even start a conversation? And which conversations are the best ones? Not to say that everything's gonna be perfect, but what are some good pathways? How do you even start? In school, I'm pretty weird. I make a lot of different comments, and it doesn't even make sense to others. My wording, my phrasing, even the way I move, and for me, not as really strong. But I try, and I guess you could say I'm shy. I guess you can say, I didn't really want to reach out to others. It just doesn't make sense. But there's ways for me to reach out. In some ways, I sort of made a way to things, made a way to talk, and to really do my best to follow up, reach out, communicate to others. I'm trying. I'm still trying. But at times, it's kind of like I'm sort of there, and I don't want to. I'm sort of like, can I? Should I? But yeah, that's sort of the way. That's sort of the way I feel. And even when it comes to making videos, I know
right now.
Yeah, it's the feeling for many others. They feel this way too, whether they want to make a video or not. It's the same. Yeah, my voice is pretty weird. I had a weird sounding voice when I was young. I used to do all sorts of things. Pretty creative in the arts. It was a lot, and I had moments. It was just horrible. I don't know. I have to really think about my answers.
Next time on Mere Moments.
Music has always been my sweet spot. I know things are different. I really love the arts in general. It's just amazing to create a lot of things. You want to take the listener on a ride. You want to give them environment. You're going to give them mood. You're going to make them feel a certain way.